crafty friends, Jen Cassell here. I am back with the mason jar embellishment box tutorial that I am creating for Scrapdiva Designs. Now, if you missed my first video, I created this really cute pink lemonade embellishment box using the mini album mason jar die from Scrapdiva Designs. I did this for my friend Happy Girl Tiff over here on YouTube and Instagram. I will link her challenge, but on to the tutorial. So you can find this die at Scrapdiva Designs. Here is her website. I will link it in the description box, and on the back here are all of her socials. Make sure to use that hashtag Scrapdiva Designs for some amazing inspiration. So this is the mason jar mini album die. It is in stock right now, and I have been wanting to do some Christmas in July fun, so this is going to be a Christmas twist on this. There's a lot of different components to this die. So you get the shaker portion here. This is the background for it. The top of the mason jar, the lid. You also get this really cute bear, the macaroons, and some candies. And then on the back here, you're going to see the mini album portion of it. And then also you get these fun add-ons. There's a bow and a couple of hearts and these cute little... As I said, we are doing a Christmas in July twist on this. I am using a collection that I picked up from Creative Fabrica, and this is the Christmas Sweet Treat collection. Super, super cute. I really liked this collection because it's going to go with a few different collections that I already have in my stash. So I was thinking this would look really cute with the Simple Stories Mix and a Mingle. It would pair well with the Minte pink and red. I forget what it's called. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, something along those lines. But I really, really liked that collection. And it'll also go well with some Pink Fresh collections, Christmas collections that I have. So it's got some really, really cute designs in it, and I will of course link that in the description box. And once again, I am pairing with Creative Fabrica. They are offering all of my subscribers a 1-month free membership, and I will link that below. And with that free membership, you get a month of amazing designs there. I have been using Creative Fabrica for a lot of stuff lately. Let me go over what I've already die cut out, what you're gonna need from the die. So for this, I have cut out the top of my shaker, and then this is all from this die right here. I cut out a foam layer as well. And then this is the lid, and I've already popped this up on some foam, as you can see. For the background layer, I cut this several times. So this is the die that you're going to be using here. Of course, you're going to have your acetate layer. This is my background. I also cut this background out of a thicker basil cardstock layer. I didn't use 110. I believe this is like a 90-pound cardstock, but I cut one of those. And then I also cut on the reverse because you're going to be using this die. So when you pop it into your die cutting machine, layer your paper face down and then put this die on top like this. That way you're going to get the pattern paper portion, if you choose to use it, on the outside. Now your second layer, which is going to be this portion right here, you're going to want to cut a layer of the pattern paper, one of the heavier cardstock, and then once again you want another reverse layer here. Okay, so that's all you're going to need from the die set. In addition to the die, I did some hand cutting. So you are going to need 2 5x7 pieces of paper. So the first one stays 5x7. The second one, you're going to shave 1/8 of an inch off. So that one is actually going to be 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, and you just want a tiny little portion off there, okay? This is going on the interior of the box. So let me open it up here. So my interior layers, and you'll see when we put together the box how I'm doing it, so the measurements will come a little more naturally to you once we start. All right, so for the first part of the tutorial, we're gonna work on the box itself. I've gotten out my scoring board, and I'm gonna take that first 5 by 7 piece of paper, and I'm just gonna score at 1 inch on all sides. I'm gonna set that aside and do the exact same thing with the 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. Cutting this just 1/8 of an inch smaller on each side is going to give us the bottom of the box, and we're gonna know that it fits really nicely into the top of the box when we take that 1/8 of an inch off. We're just creating a smaller portion on the interior. So I've set my scoring board aside, and I've really used my bone folder to get in there and give these a nice crisp edge. Grab your scissors, and you are going to want to make a couple of cuts on each side to allow movement for your tabs. And you're just going right up to this edge. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going right along that score line, and I'm cutting out just the small triangle here. And this is going to help ensure that your box is nice and flat on the top layers when you go to glue these on the interior. I am going to do the exact same thing with this one, and then just to take off a little weight, I am going to do the opposite corners on this piece here. And this will just help even out your box. You don't have to do this. I just find it convenient. It's the way that I've always done it. You're left with these two here, and then you can go through and put your layering pieces on the interior. And once again, I'm going to do the blue for the interior of the box, and then I'm going to do the candy canes on the exterior. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have my pattern paper on, save a couple pieces, and I will show you why. So on the interior, this is the full 5 by 7. I still need to do this, so I did not put the pattern paper strips where the tabs are gonna go. So for this portion, I am going to use some Bearly art. And as you can see, I've put it on the outside portion as well. I am just going to glue my tab in, make sure that this is nice and secure before moving on. You can use your work surface to really make sure you get that right angle and press it down. And I am going to do the exact same thing on this side. Okay, so I have my box lid, and then I can go ahead and put my pattern paper on. Make sure you glue down these really well, because it's going to be facing. Make sure you're really gluing this pattern paper down really well. And then the last one. Really kind of concentrate the glue on the sides of the paper so that when you're opening and closing the box, it doesn't snag. All right, I'm gonna set this aside and I'm gonna move on to, this is the interior of my box. And once again, I've put the exterior pieces on as well, and then I'm left the tabbed portions off. Now for this, the interior, you're gonna wanna make sure you cut your pattern papers about 1/8 of an inch shorter. So you're only gonna do 4 3/4 by 2 3/4 for the lengths of these. So once again, I'm gonna grab that Barely Art glue and do my tabs. Okay, so I finished my box and I did go ahead and label them top and bottom, and I'm just gonna set them aside to dry. I'm grabbing out these 3 pieces and I'm gonna glue all of these together. So this is going to go on the inside of the box, and this is my outside of the box. So I'm going to use some Barely Art for this. Okay, I've glued all of these together. I got a nice sturdy base for my box, and I'm gonna move on to the shaker portion. So let's start, we're gonna do the exact same thing again, and I'm gonna create that layer by adding, this is the front that I want on my shaker. I have my heavyweight cardstock, and then I have the back portion as well, okay? And just glue these together. I'm gonna use my Barely Art once again. Okay, so I have all 3 together. It's a nice sturdy base for this. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my foam layer. I'm using an adhesive foam that I create myself. So I just grab the regular craft foam in the 9x12 sheets, and then I add some sheet adhesive to both sides and run it through my machine that way. It makes it super convenient. Really burnishing this down to make sure that adhesive is tight. And I'm gonna leave this top portion on while I fill my shaker. So along with the collection of papers, you get some really cute ephemera. And I did print out a few here. I've also die cut. These are the candies that come with the Mason Jar mini album from Scrapdiva, and I thought they looked really, really cute and similar to the ones that came with the collection. So I'm gonna start with those, and then I'm gonna add in some of these. Add another blue. We need some pink. So let's do a pink candy. Oh, I did create, I wanted to show you these real quick. I did the macaroons from the collection. Oh my goodness, how cute. Or the macaroons from the mini album die. Oh my gosh, how cute are these? I can't believe I didn't play with these before. They're adorable. There's the 4th one here. Oh my gosh. So these are some of the ephemera from that Sweet Treats collection. Once again, I will link it because this is just too cute. So it's got some of these really cute sugar cookies. I was thinking about doing, yeah, let's do a couple gingers. And then I like this star as well because I did want to add a little pink in there, but oh my gosh. I printed these in a couple different sizes. These are the small ones, and then I also did some 2-inch ones as well. I have my sequins mix and my little die cuts inside, and now I am just going to take my adhesive layer off the foam and lay down my acrylic layer. So you just want to make sure nothing's popping up. I'm going to keep a firm hand on the interior to keep everything from moving around. I'm going to grab my acrylic piece, make sure nothing is on your foam, and line everything up. And once again, I'm gonna burnish real good to activate that adhesive. And if you're not perfect, don't worry, we can fix it. We'll be covering it up anyway. Now we can take our top layer, and I'm just gonna use some Barely Art for this. I'm not gonna go crazy on the adhesive. Now I'll add my lid. And once again, I already popped this on foam. You don't have to. I just wanted to add a little extra dimension. Okay. Fun, super cute. I did overpack this a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay because it's fun and cute and I absolutely love it. So now I'm gonna bring back my box here. I'm gonna work with the back portion first and set this aside to cure for a sec. So I've labeled the bottom, and I'm just gonna take some of my Barely Art. You could use whatever adhesive you want for this portion. I like Barely Art because while it's a fast dry time, I have a little bit of give to it, just in case I don't really like where I've placed it. And I'm going heavy on the glue this time around. And then I am just going to line it up. I like working on grids because I can eye up just a little better because I'm not much of a measurer. All right, I like where this is at though. I think this is pretty straight at least. Now I'm gonna go in with my bone folder and really make sure that that is burnished down. I'm gonna grab that top lid of my box again. I'm gonna just set that right on top so I know that everything is gonna be lined up when I put my front layer on. And once again, I'm gonna go really heavy with the glue. I've gone really heavy with the glue. I gave this a little cure time, and then I am just going to place it on top. I am going to know that this is in alignment when I bring it up like this. And this is once again why I want a glue that has a little bit of give, just in case I have to take it apart. But I like this. This is good. So I'm just gonna use my hands. I'm not gonna burnish down on this because of my shaker portion, but I'm gonna kind of pinch to make sure that I'm activating that glue and creating a really good adhesion. That's it. So we have our little mason jar embellishment box. I love this. This is going to be perfect for gift giving during the holiday season. This is just, it's adorable. I had a couple plans for this. I made this really cute bow. This is a bow set from Scrapdiva Designs. I did a couple of these. I love this pink one that I made, and I just added a little poinsettia, and I like to offset the tails sometimes, so that's why this looks a little different than this one. And once again, it's just the paper from that collection. I absolutely love this. This is so cute. I also made this cute little shaker gingy here. This was released last Christmas. I will link all of this in the description box. And then once again, I have some of these die cuts from the collection that I was thinking about using. I did some handmade poinsettias the other day. Love how these turned out. Really pretty. I also did some words that Scrapdiva released last year, and of course I will link all of this. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. This is ephemera from the collection as well. This little I mean, how cute, 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 cute. Okay, I'm back. I have it all decorated. So cute. So I used that bow that I had showed you on the top. I chose the blue, and then I ended up doing the Sweet Christmas sentiment from the collection, and you'll see some of the cute ephemera that I had printed out. This is just a little resin snowflake that I had in my stash. I had to use one of those little macaroons on there. Little poinsettia, my cute little shaker Gingy. She's holding a little candy cane. I just love how this turned out. So cute. And of course it does stand. I love that aspect of it. And it's a good size. It's a really good size for creating some happy mail for a friend during the holidays or gift giving. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to head on over to Scrapdiva Designs. You can use my coupon code GEN10 for 10% off your purchase. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more crafty content. I'll see you in the next crafty video. Bye.